Envelope from Paimon from the last lantern, right? You the invitation letter. I have no idea where it is. Oh, here it is. Never mind. For the love of God, bro, learn the recipes for furnishing. Here's the reason why I'm keeping them like this, Lily. It's mainly so I can learn them one by one as I craft them. I'd rather not just learn them all and forget. You know? Kind of sucky. Granted, though, I think that's kind of pointless to do, now that I think about it, but eh. Anyway, what was I freaking doing? Yeah, the invitation letter. Alright, Miko, what you got? I haven't seen or heard from you in quite some time, little one. Don't tell me you've forgotten all about your lady Miko, and gone off and found yourself a new tribe maiden somewhere else. That wouldn't do at all. For one thing, it would break my poor little heart. But surely, a kind and gentle soul such as you couldn't bear to see me that way, would you? Tell you what, let's meet that Tenshu Kaku. I've already had a word with the Okuzumeshu at the entrance to let you in. So don't you think about turning me down. Relax, you're not in trouble. In fact, you're in for quite a treat. Sanity be gone. If you can't tell, I was trying to mimic, I'm kind of narrating over some of this stuff, so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to not so much mimic their voice, but mostly mimic their tones. I know it sounds a little strange, but trust me, I am doing what I can. Accept invitation.
Henshikaku? Why does she want me to stare? Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
As do I. As do I. Oh, wait a minute. Honestly, I'm glad you didn't pick Senora, because you probably would have taken us directly into this. Or not. Okay, never mind. Takashi, what you got?
Ah, welcome, honored traveler. Guji-ai told me about your visit. Please, come in.
Oh, that was a lot easier than last time.
The almighty Shogun is also inside. It's best not to keep her waiting.
Glory to the Raiden Shogun.
Now, there's no need to be so stubborn about this. I'll adjust the budget here, and we'll definitely turn a profit.
No. We must confirm the official representative before discussing details. There is an order to this that must be followed.
From the way she's talking, this must be the Shogun, right?
Yeah, it's her all right.
Ah, little one. It's about time. Come, I have a contract for you to sign.
Whoa, we're not just gonna sign a random contract out of the blue.
Also, if it's one of your contracts, how can I be sure I'm not signing myself up for slave labor or something?
Hardly. Oh, well, labor is a part of it, but you will be compensated.
So it is as bad as Paimon thought.
I see. So he's the representative you selected. He would indeed be the perfect candidate for the Mikawa Flower Festival.
The Mikawa Flower Festival?
When the yokai still roamed the land, they celebrated an event known as the Mikawa Flower Festival. It was an occasion for drink, laughter, and merriment.
We hosted a version of it during the Test of Courage. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we weren't able to put on a large celebration. So, I got to thinking, why not have another go? This time with the Mikawa Flower Festival for yokai and humans alike. One that combines human ingenuity with yokai arts to offer the most innovative and thrilling entertainment of our time. Open to all humans and yokai throughout the land.
Entertainment, huh? Wait, kind of like a Kitsu Yuge and a Kitsu Hanea Sobi? Those games were really fun.
For an important event like this, an official representative is required to preside over the festivities. In the past, the role was usually given to the Guji, or an individual from the Yashiro Commission. But this time,
Neither myself nor the Kamisato family can assume the position, given we represent one side or the other, the yokai or the humans.
But aren't I human too?
human you may be, but you possess a deep connection with the yokai, and you do not hail from this land. That makes you a more neutral option. Moreover, you took part in the previous festival during the test of courage. In my estimation, there is no better candidate for the role.
Plus, your name has the potential to attract an even greater showing. So are you going to sign this thing or what?
Huh. You've got a point. Then let's go ahead and... Wait! Paimon almost fell into our trap!
I don't work as a festival ambassador. I don't work as a festival ambassador for free. How much are you willing to offer?
Oh, come now. This is for an important occasion, is it not? Even I've chosen to throw profit to the wind. Surely a selfless hero like yourself wouldn't turn your back on a good cause.
According to the proposal,
sure, Miko.
the proceeds will be distributed as follows: 40% to Yae Publishing House, and 10% to the festival representative.
Hey, no fair!
I want 30%.
Now, 10% might not sound like much, but Yae Publishing House is going to great lengths for this occasion, both in time and personnel. All you need to do is show your face.
You say that now, and then you're gonna put me to work once I agree.
Getting smart, aren't you, little one? In that case, I'll throw in another 10% from the other half of the proceeds.
No, the other half is going to the shogunate. That is not up for negotiation. But I am rather curious about the supposed great lengths you mentioned. Unless I am mistaken, most of the personnel and supplies are to be provided by the shogunate. In that sense, 40% seems rather high for your establishment, does it not?
That A. When did she reprogram you to argue back like this?
Proceeds should be distributed according to contribution. Besides, from the very beginning, you planned to allocate an additional 10% of your share to the Traveler, did you not?
Wait, so earlier you were just trying to shortchange us?
What's the fun in bargaining if you open up with your best offer right off the bat?
Paimon doesn't see the fun at all. But 20% is... acceptable.
Alright. So, what do I have to do as the representative? Once the representative is confirmed, the rest of the conversation goes
Games
quite
have
smoothly.
always been a central part of the festival, and both Akitsu Haneyosobi and Akitsu Yuge were extremely popular. So, the plan is to host an event where the attendees have 48 hours to create a game of their own. We'll have new and exciting entertainment in no time.
Ooh, everyone loves fun games. You won't have to worry about attracting humans and yokai to the event.
That is the general plan. I'll leave you to iron out the finer details and contact the participants. This is a critical time for the Shogunate's new development plans, and the survey team is returning momentarily, so I must turn my attention to them.
Got it, got it. We'll see you later then.
Where to now?
Jinju Forest. Let's pay a visit to our old friend Ioroi.
I like how Miko tried to lie even though we walked in hearing her talk about profits. Sneaky little fox, huh?
Oh, but before I forget, you should eat this kitsune meal first.
Whoa, it smells so good. Oh, and also kind of like fried tofu for some reason.
Wait, why do I have a bad feeling why she made us eat that?
The smell of humans. Nothing to see here. Just a statue. Huh? Wait. Why do I smell kitsune?
Oh, never mind.
Remember us, Ioroi?
Ah, it's you youngsters. And you! Huh. The nasty kitsune who turned Chinju Forest into the playground for her test of courage.
Oh, Chinju Forest is supposed to be Yoroi's territory, right? Oh, no wonder he's so mad.
Exactly. How could you hold a test of courage without inviting me?
Oh, so that's what he's angry about.
But, sealed away like this, could you even participate?
Anyway, what brings you all here? Something to discuss?
Okay, so he avoided the question completely.
I actually came to apologize about the test of courage. It was my mistake not to invite more yokai to the ceremony. So for this Mikawa Flower Festival, I knew I had to extend a personal invitation to the Bake Danuki.
Huh? The Mikawa Flower Festival?
Yes! The Mikawa Flower Festival! Huh? Kichiboshi? Shosei? Gyobu Koban? Where did you come from?
And why can we understand them all of a sudden? Is it because of the kitsune mail? On second thought, better not ask.
Never trust an apology from a kitsune, or an invitation for that matter. It's just a silly festival. So what if there's delicious food or fun games?
Yum, yum!
Fun!
That's enough, you two! Don't fall for the kitsune's cheap tricks. Such hopeless, innocent cubs.
What a shame. I was hoping to take you all to the festival, but it would seem Ioroi disapproves. I suppose it makes sense. Poor Ioroi, stuck in this statue all alone while the rest of you got to have fun. How sad that would be.
Poor Yoroi.
Excuse you. I am Ioroi, the Kakushigami of the Bake Danuki. Yes. Just worried the cubs will get distracted and stray from the Tanuki path.
I should also mention I was hoping the Bake Danuki could help the humans take their games to the next level, talented as you are in the art of transformation. In Inazuma, only the Bake Danuki can hope to match the kitsune in that area.
Match? The kitsune could never rival the transformative gifts of the Bake Danuki.
Oh, well, I was thinking of using the Bake Danuki as the symbol of the event in the promotions and such. But alas, it would seem that you don't like that idea, Ioroi. No matter, I shall simply seek the help of the kitsune. When the time comes, all of Inazuma will know the kitsune stepped in to accomplish what the Bake Danuki could not.
Wait!
What an obvious strategy.
It worked, didn't it?
My dear cubs, transforming into things that already exist is only a small fraction of what it means to become a great Bake Danuki. To even get a quarter of the way through your training, you must be able to turn into things of your own invention. Just like when I turned into a gigantic ramen bowl that could fly. So go forth and seize this opportunity so you can advance the name of the... advance your training. Not all humans are bad and scary. Some are good, just like these youngsters. Go with them and transform into things you've never tried before.
Don't worry, Ioroi. The little Tanuki are safe with me.
You're the one I'm worried about.
We're here too. We'll make sure they don't, stray from the path.
I'll hold you to that. Now, Kichiboshi, Shosei, Yobu Koban, while you're out there, always listen to...
Yep. Always listen to Wiper.
And Mr. Yellowfur. And Auntie Pink.
Auntie Pink!
Miss Pinkfur.
Ah, I almost forgot. Given their level of training, speaking to humans will be a problem. Just a moment. I'll cook up a few Bake Danuki meals to keep on hand.
No need. Here, Miss Pinkfur prepared a special kitsune meal for you all. It will give you the ability to speak to humans.
Hmm? You stole our tricks too? And changed the name?
Seemingly obvious to Eroy's loud sounds of protest, Miko prepares.
Yum, yum!
Is it really that much better than mine?
Splendid. That should make our lives easier. Now we can head into the city and start forming the teams.
Teams?
Well, we need more than Bake Danuki power to design these games. 2 humans per team should suffice, I'd say. Now, I need to discuss the layout of the venue with the Yashiro Commission. I'll leave the team recruitment to you.
Put to work already. Guess I need to earn that extra 10%.
Hold on. You're not taking part, Miko? You're really gonna sit out on the fun? You of all people?
Making games is nowhere near as fun as playing them. Besides, working through the night certainly isn't my idea of a good time.
Making games? Working? Through the night?
Anyway, this time I'm going to wait for the fun to come to me. See you later, little ones.
That's Sly Fox. She's like, I could just tell she was trying to pull something there. Good grief. Alright, what do we got going on over here? What do we got?
City! So many houses! So many humans! Gotta farm beans! White fur? Yellow fur? How do we farm beans?
Form teams, not farm beans. It's kind of hard to explain.
It's like finding people with similar interests.
Yeah, that's right. People with the same taste. You know, into the same thing. It's easier to come up with a game that way.
Tastes the same. Got it!
Oh boy. I think he
Easy
did.
peasy. Wait for dumb. Farm beans that taste the same.
Oh
No,
boy.
wait, that's not. And they're gone. In different directions, too. Let's go after them.
Help the Bake Danuki team up. Alright. I gotta say, this has definitely been interesting. So far, anyway. There you are.
Huh? Kyobu Kobine, what are you doing?
Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
A great yokai?
So, what do you think? Are you interested in our proposal?
The idea has a lot of promise, but I'm afraid there are no natural hot springs on Watatsumi Island. And the cost of heating them artificially is a bit too...
1 second, I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Great yokai found us!
It's just us.
Traveler. Paimon.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies.
Yuma Mizuki. A clinical psychologist and one of Inazuma's Mikawa Baku, known for their ability to feast on human nightmares. Her investment led to the opening of the Aisha Bathhouse, an Inazuman indoor hot spring where guests can unwind with a unique combination of relaxing baths and delicious cuisine, as well as professional psychotherapy services. If something's been on your mind, you should consider confiding in Mizuki. She'll do her best to drive away those nightmares.
As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind. What's your name? Is Ioroi doing well? Huh?
Oh, this is Kyobu Koban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
As for Ioroi, he's the same as always.
So, still sealed in that statue then. I suppose it can't be helped. Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki. I'm a Yumekui Baku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Looks like he was scared that, as a great yokai, you were going to do something terrible to him for interrupting our secret meeting. So it was actually a secret meeting? Not exactly, no. We were discussing the potential of opening a new branch of the Aisha Bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
Oh, Aisa Bathhouse is expanding to Watatsumi
okay.
Island?
Well, tourism is one of the areas we're hoping to expand. We've been discussing the possibility with Miss Mizuki for quite some time. So, given the lack of natural springs on Watatsumi Island, we're looking at high operating costs. And if it's not different enough from the main branch, I worry about its ability to draw in customers.
All valid points. We do need to differentiate the brand. We could place a greater emphasis on physiotherapy. Or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games? Games? In a bathhouse?
Of course. Games are often used in psychological treatment to put patients at ease. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on?
Allow me to explain. You briefly explain the situation to everyone. I see. A new kind of Mikawa Flower Festival. Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is as ingenious as ever. Miss Fried Tofu. Is she talking? I wonder if she's talking about Miko there. That's an interesting little nickname for Miko.
Miko.
Okay.
I knew I smelled scheming in the air.
Oh, that lady again? Well, there's a lot of work to do on Watatsumi Island, so we probably don't have time for something like that. Right, Your Excellency? I do think there's potential in turning Watatsumi Island into a tourist destination. We could use the festival as a proof of concept and establish a partnership with Mizuki. If people are drawn to our game, that would mean a lot of positive publicity, which would benefit us in the long term. But aren't Isa Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House business rivals?
Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage. Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? You work on the That's Life column.
Oh, well, yes, I do.
If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm sure you would appreciate an opportunity to see what I can do.
An astute observation, Miss Mizuki. Well, shall we? Getting down to business is often the quickest way to bring people together, after all.
Agreed. Then why don't we discuss some of the finer details before the festival begins?
Oh, but, alright. Then I guess I should. Actually, Goro, I was hoping you might attend to the business on Watatsumi Island in the meantime. Just as you said, there is quite a bit to be done. Huh? She's giving you an out. She's giving you a way to avoid Miko. Of course! In addition, I'd like to encourage the people of Watatsumi Island to attend the festival. It's a celebration for humans and yokai alike. So, that includes our people as well. This should be an occasion that brings people together. Understood. Leave it to me, Your Excellency. Kind of unfortunate that Kokomi and Goro aren't voiced, but what can you do? Still some shiz going on. Alright, let's find the other one. There he is.
White fur! Yellow fur! Over here! Kichiboshi found big sleepy tanuki!
Hate to break it to you, Kichiboshi, but
Hey! I'm a Muchina, not a tanuki! Oh, Muchina yokai that can turn into tanuki? No, wait. I'm not a Muchina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu. Tanuki, Muchina, Sayu? So many transformations! Sayu is yokai?
she's a ninja, not a yokai.
I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has ever seen a ninja.
Ah, the big Tanuki and the great Mujina yokai are facing off. The rumors around Hanimi Zako were true. Yoimiya.
Not this again. It's just Sayu.
Oh, no, yokai, huh? My bad, Sayu. I rushed over here as soon as I heard the rumors. Guess I got a bit carried away.
And there goes my nap. Silly humans, much to learn.
Says you. Well, hold on. Is this guy a real yokai? His name is Kichiboshi. Well, hello there, Kichiboshi.
This human, really warm.
Warm? Warm personality-wise, I'm guessing. Oh. Well, what brings you to Inazuma City, Kichiboshi? We don't often get Bake Danuki around these parts.
Boy, where do we begin?
You briefly explained the situation to Yoimiya. Ah, I see. You're recruiting people to develop games for the Mikawa Flower Festival. You interested? Well, duh. Come on, Sayu. Let's do it together.
Right when I was trying to run.
That was running?
About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such.
Oh, I heard the Bake Danuki are great at ninjutsu. Rumors has it, with a single thought, they can grow taller than a house. Is that true, Kichiboshi?
Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that. It's not ninjutsu. It's Bake Danuki art. We don't grow taller than house. See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy. We grow taller than mountain. Eh?
Sayu?
Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu.
Well, this is as good an opportunity as any.
I guess.
Farm beans success?
Alright. Let's go discuss this ninjutsu. No. This Bake Tanuki Art of Transformation. The one you're going to use for the festival.
Yes, I've always wanted to go to a festival with you, Sayu. Let's go to my place to brainstorm. We can even set off some fireworks when we're done.
I'll pass on the fireworks. They're terrible for my sleep.
One last Baku Danaki to find. Oh, look who it is. An unexpected combo? Wait, you're saying he's not one of Ushi's friends? Whoa, pump the brakes. I thought he was your friend.
Longhorned Oni and Shorthorned Oni.
He talks.
Shosei, there you are. White fur, yellow fur. Shosei found white fur and yellow fur number 2. Both great yokai. Both like to play.
Great, yokai? So, he thinks I'm an Oni too? What's going on? Listen, I was just playing some genius invocation with my good bro Toma during his time off. And then, out of the blue, this Shosei appeared right in the middle of our match.
Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and Shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same.
Wait, what now? I can explain. You briefly explained the situation to Ito and Toma. Oh, Mikawa Flower Festival. Should have opened with that, compadre. Man, the Aratarki gang really hard carried the last one. We'll turn this one into something special too.
Hitatsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, bullchucker. You're really lumping them in with your gang?
Hitotsumi, Kozu, and Yoku and Kappa. Little yokai who have been living out in the wilderness, though they lack strong powers, they long for the once vibrant festivities of the Mikawa Flower Festival. Drawing inspiration from the classic game of Akitsu Hanasobi and hoping to recreate the festival's former splendor, they have set up the game of Akitsu Yuge for people to enjoy together. It's called doing them a favor. Besides, they look up to me. I'm like a cool older brother.
Hitatsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them this time.
Woo, the crew's getting back together. I'll round them up. Technically, I'm on vacation, but I'm happy to assist the Yashiro Commission with the festival. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's round up those 3 little fellas and start working on the almighty Arataki great and glorious Akitsu Yuge game. Not so fast. Where'd she come from?
Hornless Oni?
We have an advertising job to finish, remember, boss? Huh? We do? Reshoots, follow-up work. There's still a mountain of things to do. Oh, well, look at Toma here. Kind enough to help with the festival even during his vacation. I would think the boss of the Arataki gang would show even more dedication to his work, but, you know, that's just me. Looks like your time is spoken for, my friend. Wrap up what you need to do, and we can finish our match at the festival. Best of both worlds. Alright. Those errands are a piece of cake. I'll be back in no time. Oh, but first, I should introduce you to Kozo and the others. Then you can head to the festival without me. Then, let's get a move on. No use standing here talking about it. Go make those introductions. We have stuff to do. Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. I'm sure we'll see you later.
Hornless Oni? Oh, so scary.
I kind of agree with that one, actually. Yeah, Kuki could be quite scary if you push her too much.
Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
My apologies. Your IT
I would go into the Kamisato estate, though.
Miss Kamisato, this is the list of stage materials for your review.
I hope she's voiced.
Miss Kamisato, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
The list looks fine. As for the schedule, let's move the meeting with the Tenryo Commission up a little. They're in charge of festival security, so that should take precedence.
Oh, she looks super busy. Should we come back later?
Oh, Traveler!
You seem busy. Are we interrupting?
Oh no, you're fine. You caught me just as I was finishing up, actually. Lady Guji said you're the official festival representative, and you've been busy recruiting participants. So I should do my part too, right? For large events like the Test of Courage, Brother usually does most of the organizing. But this time, I wanted to take some work off his back.
That should be a big help.
I hope so.
Oh, speaking of the recruitment, we found a bunch of people. We should be good to go.
Oh, already? That was fast. I wasn't sure we would find enough participants. I thought I might have to sign up myself.
Oh, well, there's still some time. I could go and ask.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can only focus on so many things anyway. If we have enough people, I should stick to organizing. I suppose I'm a little sad about not taking part. But I'm looking forward to the festival all the same. When the time comes, perhaps we could check it out together.
Miss Kamisato! Another letter from the Kanjo Commission.
Coming! Sorry, duty calls. We'll have to talk about our plans another time. My brother's the one overseeing the teams. I believe he's in the courtyard with Lady Guji. You can go in when you're ready.
Thanks, Ayaka. See you later.
See you later.
Wow, Ayaka's really working hard. Guess we should follow suit. You're the festival representative, and that makes Paimon the representative of the representative. So in other words, let's do this.
Poor Ayaka. She clearly wanted to spend time with the Traveler there.
It's about time. I could hear you talking outside.
I apologize for not greeting you upon arrival. The Lady Guji and I were discussing something urgent.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were talking to Ayaka anyway.
Now that young lady is one enthusiastic volunteer, especially when she heard about your involvement, Traveler. Solved our personnel problem in one fell swoop.
So, you took the opportunity to order her around as well.
Hardly. It was entirely her decision. Besides, you really think I could order her around with her big brother standing right there?
I do hope she gets what she wants out of the event. Now, I see the Baku Danake are no longer with you. I assume that means the teams are set? Yep, here's the situation. You explain what happened to Ayato. Or you explain what happened to... Longhorn Oni and Shorthorned Oni. Those are some interesting names. I was hoping Tomo would use the festival as an excuse to relax, but it would seem he refuses to remain idle. He even signed up as a participant. Well, here's to hoping the game development is enjoyable, at the very least.
Huh, Mizuki signed up too? Along with the Soul of the Deep. Now this is getting interesting. I knew it was a good idea to put you in charge of recruitment, Traveler.
They're planning to use your festival to promote Isa Bathhouse.
Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I should up the ante.
So, Ayato, is everything set on your end then?
Yes, the Ushiro Commission will be in contact with each team and arrange for lodging, food, equipment, and travel. We will also determine the overall theme for the games, which will be announced 48 hours before the opening of the festival.
Yes, that's all well and good. I just have one small adjustment.
That really doesn't bode well.
Why so anxious? I'm just trying to keep things exciting. When we're ready to announce the theme, come to the festival grounds at the foot of Mount Yogo. We'll see you there.
No, it's good to see all the characters again. I don't think I've actually interacted with the Inazuman characters in a while. Other than the ones I actually have, which would be... Let's see. Kazuha, Ryan Shogun. Goro I haven't actually used in a while. Or, I haven't even used Kuki yet. Actually, you know what? If you're still here, Lily, you know what? This is one character I need to work on later. Kuki Shinobu. Though it's gonna be a bit, because I gotta grind up a freaking bunch of these specters. Until 1300. Okay, first off, let's see what achievements we got to that. Destroy Flamewind Feathers launched by the Gold Flame Kukusor Tyrant twice during a single challenge. Okay, cool. And the other is Imaginarium Theater. Complete an entire show in the Imaginary Theater, having obtained 6 Stella. And obtaining 8 Stella. Wait, whoops. It's at 13 to 16, right? So that's basically 1 to 4. Wait, really? There. Hopefully this will sort it out. I swear to God if it doesn't.
The theme for the games is being announced today, right? Who knows what Miko's got up her sleeve? Let's go check it out.
Though the festival has yet to begin, the game development process is sure to attract a crowd. It is the Tenryou Commission's responsibility to maintain security and order throughout the entirety of the proceedings, so remain vigilant. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sora!
Oh, it's you. It's been a while.
You guys are here early. There's still 3 whole days until the festival starts.
Correction. There's a little over 48 hours. Besides, Many patrons are already here to observe the development process. Festival security starts now.
Oh, wait, but what about the statue of the, almighty, Narukami-yogo? Yeah, you know the one. Won't you miss out on it again?
Want us to buy one for you? No need. All statues of Her Excellency the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, being sold at this event are an old model. Huh. Don't tell me that's like an event reward. And man, Sarah really is a fangirl, isn't she? And as it turns out, I already own 5 of said model at home.
Ah, okay, well that's definitely more than enough.
I'd say that's way more than enough. You only need like 1. Yes, I only own 5 statues of Her Excellency at any given time. That is my maximum. Any more, and I'm afraid I would not be able to afford them the proper care. Is she obsessive?
Oh, that's the reason?
Personal matters aside, I heard you are the representative for this event. You should proceed to the stage and speak with Lady Guji.
Oh, right. Looks like we're running out of time. Let's go then. See you later, Sarah.
Goodbye.
Ma'am, we have a message from Commission Headquarters. They need you to return as soon as possible.
Headquarters. Now, of all times? Alright. Keep watching my absence. I won't be long.
Ah, you're here. Now we can get the ball rolling.
Are we late?
Right on time, I'd say. I was just about to announce the theme for the games.
What's that thing behind you?
Oh, this? Just a little something to spice things up. So, stay tuned.
What is she up to? We should be getting close, right?
So sleepy. Can't wait anymore.
A theme decided by Miko and the Yashiro Commission. What's it gonna be?
One thing we all share is our capacity to dream. Outlandish fantasies of the mind, nostalgic memories of the past, or telling reflections of our inner selves. In a similar sense, games also blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Just like our dreams, the bounds of possibility are as limitless as our imagination. With that in mind, your task is to create a game within the next 48 hours centered around the theme of dreams. The genre and style are completely up to you.
Okay, nothing too crazy so far.
Wait for it.
And to provide some additional motivation, the winning team will be awarded the Tanuki Game Award, as well as a generous sum of mora, and a sponsorship from Yai Publishing House to fully develop the game and promote it throughout all Inazuma.
Sounds like something Mizuki might want to do.
All Inazuma?
In the interest of fairness, the evaluation committee will decide the winner based on attendee feedback, as well as the opinion of our festival representative. Now, with that out of the way, let the game development begin. The 48-hour countdown begins now.
Although Miko's sudden announcement leaves people reeling, the teams quickly get to work.
Looks like things are going well. We've just started, and it seems like all our teams have a plan. Plus, with the transformative powers of the Bakedanuki, bringing those visions to fruition should be a lot easier. As the festival's most important judge and representative, you should go check on the progress, don't you think?
I really didn't see that coming. Me, as the main judge? Really?
It all comes down to fairness, as I said. I worked with the Yashiro Commission to come up with the theme, so the judging must go to someone else. Oh, no need to stress, though. It's all fun and games, is it not? Just choose the one you enjoy the most. Of course, if it's appearances you're worried about, you could always, I don't know, check in on the teams and ask about their ideas?
What do you mean, appearances? I plan to take this seriously like I always do.
And that proves that I picked the right person. Go on then, I won't keep you.
Whoa. Akitsu, her pastum dreams doubled. A little fox's daydream. Bushin phantasm. That's interesting. Different reactions if you go awesome. Which one should we start out with? Should we just go left to right? Alright. So these are gonna be unlocked throughout the days. Okay. Game tips. Dreams double. Akitsu concentrates all. You must return. That's fired at you by the Harpastum Yokai and defeat them. Vitality. You lose vitality if you are hit by Harpasta or oncoming bullet brushes. You can move or dodge to evade them. You will not fail if your vitality reaches 0, but you cannot collect some of the rewards if you complete the challenge in the state. Okay. Item archive, interesting. Dreams doubled, return techniques. 2 key techniques can increase the damage of your pastum returns. Perfect return, find the right timing, return distance, and angle to perform a perfect return. Charge return. Hold to perform a more powerful charge return, but deal with certain special Harpastum types. However, your movement speed will greatly decrease while you are charging up. Understandable. Mega Rally. You can accumulate Harpastum Fever by returning shots at the Harpastum Yokai and dealing damage. When Harpastum Fever is full, Mega Rally will be unleashed. In this state, you can no longer perform charged returns, but your return AoE is greatly increased and all returns are considered perfect returns. Okay, interesting. Power shots. Alright, Pastum fired with great force. A charged return is required to send this one packing. Item archive. Okay. Seems pretty easy.
So, you need to pick the best game, huh? Well, why don't we take a look around to get a feel for things? Then we can go talk to Miko.
Holy crap. All the characters hanging around. This is cool. Huh. Interesting. Hold on, before we do any of that, let's take some pictures of these banners. These look really cool. Might be actually good. Do this. Save that. Really cool event. liking this so far. The artwork's pretty nice too. It's hard to get an angle on this one, but let's see if I can do my best. Nothing too glaring in terms of detail on the bottom. I'll do this just to be safe. Oop, Tanuki art. Isn't it Tanuki, actually, how that's supposed to be said? There's a spear there. What the heck? Let's get this real quick. Let's find out what this is about. Hinaki Otami. Have you noticed this little yokai as well, traveler? This is a yokai too. Huh. And here I thought it was a street lamp. That's right. Though it only seems to have become one very recently, and lacks the power and intelligence to speak just yet. Still, it appears to have been attracted by the festive atmosphere. This little one seems to want to see the Mikawa Flower Festival with you. If I'm not mistaken, it sees you as a powerful elder yokai. Then let me do my duty as a representative, and show my little junior the sights. And what might it mean this time? If I had to guess, it'd be, I'll be in your care. Interesting, okay. I didn't realize that was a yokai. Isn't that supposed to be a weapon or something you get? Back? Alright, start talking with some of the other characters real quick. Alright, okay.
I can't believe I finished everything in time. That was close.
Organizing a competition out of thin air? That must have been a lot of work.
Yeah. It was a very last-minute change of plans. We had to get a bunch of supplies ready, like the Tanuki Game Award, which took a while. If only I had a bit more time, I'm sure I could have made it look better.
Well, let me see if I can get a picture of Ayaka here. Hold on. Maybe this thing. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Alright, what do you got, Ayato? Lady Guji's decision to turn this into a competition certainly was unexpected, but I digress. What do you think of the award? It's alright. Ah, well, it was a bit last minute. Ayato... Oh, picture now? What? It looks down. What? Save it though. Is the character alright? Guess he's really focused or something. Oh dang. Aratani. Shogun Almighty, reborn as writing with unlimited power. Pretty please, Kitsune Guji. Looking for bestsellers? We sell them here. We also have Miss Nushe's new work, Glimpses of Mysterious Inazuma. Where does the enigmatic dream-eating Baku come from? Grab this limited time print while stocks last. Okay, you know, so I'm gonna take a picture of this. Oh my lord, I just noticed all the Yaimiko stuff back there. Ah, dang. That's a lot of self-promotion, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's... What you two got?
Hey there, Mizuki, Kokomi, and Gyobu Koban. How are things going over here?
Not bad. We made a lot of progress. Miss Mizuki is very experienced, and Global Koban's abilities are simply astonishing.
Piece of cake. Ugh.
Experienced, huh? That must put you at a huge advantage. Is it because you use games in your work?
I'm not sure it gives me an advantage, per se. The games I use are for clinical purposes, not entertainment. But if we want that award, we need something a lot more fun. So my experience only goes so far.
That reminds me, the Ashiro Commission chose dreams as the theme of the competition. What do you think that was targeted? Do you think that was targeted at us?
Huh. Using dreams to test a dream eater? Yeah, it does sound like some kind of challenge.
That fox is up to no good, I can already tell already. They knew we wanted to use this as an opportunity to advertise our game. But now, it's a competition. Which means, if we lose, our game will be completely overshadowed by the winner. And if we win, she gets a share of the profits as the primary investor. Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is on top of her game.
Wow, that's a lot of scheming.
Yep.
Screaming?
On the other hand, if we do win first place, the prestige will help us get the word out, which should increase the popularity of the bathhouse on Watatsumi Island. As for Yai Publishing House's sponsorship, as long as we win the competition, we get to decide the terms.
Winner takes all, huh? I suppose it works both ways. This definitely has the Lady Guji written all over it.
My guess is that she's doing this all for the entertainment factor. For fun, basically.
Mischievous fox.
Fun! Kyobu Koban likes fun!
Well said. I suppose that's the purpose of a game, after all. For now, let's focus on making our game the best it can be.
Good idea. So what kind of game are you gonna make?
We're calling it A Little Fox's Daydream. Basically, you play as a fox, navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares in search of delicious fried tofu.
I think I might know who the little fox is supposed to be.
Yeah, looks like that fox takes some inspiration from, real life.
Well, the design was Miss Mizuki's idea, but I'm completely on board. Sometimes the only way to meet a challenge is with a challenge of your own. Fighting fire with fire, huh?
That's the definition of fun, don't you think? So, want to give it a try?
Sure. Wonderful. Right this way. Oh wow, listen to the sound effects. Challenge 90 completed. Okay. I'll give it a shot. In a little fox's daydream, you must guide the little kitsune to pass through obstacles and avoid perils, and use torii gates to travel into different dreamscapes, collecting delicious fried tofu along the way until you reach the ramen stall at your destination. Okay, A and D space and right click. You can switch dreamscapes between two states. Sweet dreams and nightmares. If you encounter obstacles too hard to surmount, you might want to try switching dreamscape states to seek another path to the ramen stall. As you progress, you might find illusory flooring or walls. This means that there is corresponding terrain in the other dreamscape state. Jump to pass through inaccessible areas to avoid dangerous foes. Some dreamscapes contain delicious fried tofu. The little kitsune would love to collect them all. Every dreamscape zone has at most one fried tofu, and when you have yet to collect one within your current zone, little kitsune can even detect its fragrance. After the little kitsune approaches the torii gate, you can open it to enter the next dreamscape zone. Should you find yourself at an impasse, you can try challenging this dreamscape zone again. A mushroom that has spent too long immersed in nightmares, becoming resentful and dangerous, only appears in the nightmare state. Little Kitsune will be knocked out upon touching one, so take care to avoid them. Little Kitsune can touch Magatama to collect them in order to open some doors within the dreamscapes. Some other doors must be unlocked by stepping on stone slates activated by Magatama. If you find it hard to access Magatama, consider the other objects within the dreamscape. Perhaps they can help. Perhaps they can aid you. Yes. Alright, speaking of Jess earlier, I already can tell she would just absolutely enjoy this game. Okay. Oh, whoops. Did not jump well. Hold on, is there anything I missed? I want to make sure. Doesn't look like it. What the heck's this platform up here for? It's weird. Seems a bit unnecessary. Aha, you suck, mushroom. No one likes you. Oh! I spoke too soon. Hold on, let's see if I... Actually, you know what? I can probably just drag him over here. I'm on. Yeah, get mad at me. Oh, whoops. That was not wise. God dang it! I think I trapped myself. There you go, I got away from it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh my god, that's weird. Moving tiles, some of which will change direction depending on the dreamscape state you are in. Observe them carefully. Okay, up and left. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. Can't do that. I was hoping to, if I was quick enough, I'd be able to just cheese it a little bit, but nope. Let the sea, let the sea. Okay. Oh, I see. Interesting. Carcel ramen master who has suffered the loss of a full day's earnings due to dining at dashing customers will descend into a fury in the nightmare state and continuously chase the little kitsune who will be knocked out upon coming. Okay. Careful enough, you may be able to hop onto his head and borrow his strength. Being knocked down the nightmare state, I would assume. Other rabbits, while transporting goods, can also be of aid to our foxy protagonist. Oh. Am I supposed to jump on his head? Oh, you know what? I think I got the idea. Okay. He's just a foothold. Oh boy. Ah, he killed me. Oh, too early. Oh, we can't jump through this? Okay, that's not... Okay, you go through here then. Oh, whoops. Too early again. This way. There we go. Oh, is there anything on this side? No, okay. Okay, no, there's something on on the nightmare side. Alright, let us get over there. Okay, they move in opposite directions, at least those do. Oh, that failed. Hmm. I see. Okay, that's interesting. Come here. You sit right there. Actually, wait. Okay, I get it. That is mad at us. What do I do here? Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to just take the L on that one. Oh, whoops. Hmm. Alright, cool. That was actually fun. That was really fun. So what's this about? Festival stamp. Unlocks in 4 hours. Okay. I'll check that out later then. Let me see if I can get a photo of these three. This is gonna be tricky. Okay. Well, at least Mizuki's smiling. Kokomi is a little too serious at the moment. What do you got for me, my good sir? Fresh fried tofu. Hot kitsune ramen. Need a break? Come have a bowl. Okay. That's neat. Oh, hello, Toma. Alright, let's add another elemental reaction here.
Boss Toma is the best!
That's nice of you, but it's all thanks to Akitsu Yuge that I came up with this in the first place. And that was all you.
Anything for Boss Toma.
Whoa! Guess this team really hit it off.
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon.
Looks like you're getting along great with Kozo and the others. Guess a fixer can work with just about anyone, huh?
I have you to thank, actually. He introduced me to Kozo and the others, and after you... Oh, Kozo and the others after you left that day. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage, but they're a friendly group of yokai. And all I had to do was mention the Mikawa Flower Festival, and they agreed to help right away. They even showed up bright and early this morning.
That makes sense. It was their your dream to host the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, totally. We've been dreaming about it for a long time.
So, what are you planning for the game? It kinda sounded like you're making a sequel to Akitsu Yuge.
I suppose it's a spiritual sequel of sorts. It's a combination of Akitsu Yuge and Mondstadt's Lude Harpastum. I call it Akitsu Harpastum. It's pretty simple, actually. Just swing the racket to hit the balls back where they came from.
But what does that have to do with the theme?
Good question. The Lady Guji did say that reminiscing about nostalgic memories is a form of dreaming, right? For many years after leaving Mondstadt, the only place I could experience Lude Harpastum was in my dreams. Once I was old enough to go back on my own, too much had changed. My age, my mindset, whatever it was, the Lude Harpastum of my childhood was gone. Toma. So I suppose you could say Akitsu Harpastum is a childhood dream many years in the making. And in the playtest stage, I added a few characters that often appear in fairy tales and dreamscapes. Hopefully, that reinforces the theme a bit more. Want to give it a try? Sure.
White fur, yellow fur, get ready!
Ooh. It's a multiplayer thing, isn't it? In Akitsu Harpastum, dreams doubled. You must return Harpastum fired at you by the Harpastum yokai and defeat them. Yep, vitality will drop. I already read about that. You can do charge Harpastums, and a perfect return based on distance and angle. And in the Mega Rally, you can do AoE damage with it, but you can't... AoE damage and perfect returns on a constant, from what I can tell. But you can't do the charged returns. Our Harpastum fired with great force, a charged return is required to send this one packing. Okay. I'm playing tennis. How are these all just... God dang. You're making me angry. Okay, this is kind of fun. Oh, whoops. That's a mistake. Oh, and not at distance. Alright, next stage. Okay, some shot in a steep curve on its any point is predictable. It says it approaches a light mark, but you must use a return on it as it is falling. I gotta wonder, has anyone ever played Sega Sonic and Sega All Stars Tennis? It's a game I played years back, and it was a lot of fun, actually. Almost beat it, but never did. This is what that kind of reminds me of. Talk about nostalgia. Relatable to Toma, I guess, huh? Alright, based on fired along a specific trajectory, predict its path to return it. Alright then, bring it. In other words, those might as well just be curveballs. God dang, I got a lot of health. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? You know, I don't think I've ever seen them actually add a secondary health bar of all things. First time I've ever seen a purple bar before. Is that for bosses that have yet to come? Be interesting, actually, though. Makes them that much harder. What the heck? Is someone able to switch? Ah, he's getting steamed. Come on, you can do better than that. And that's game. Not too shabby. Thomas isn't so bad. It was actually pretty fun. And plenty of reward stuff. Oh, these ones squeak. Match. Does that mean like you can play against players as if it's like a tennis tournament or something like that? Also, let's see what we got here. Stamp Collector's Gift, Mikawa Festivities. Okay, we saw Bushin Phantasm do. Festive Attractions. So let's see. Tama Yu Ratai no Ohonashi. Increase attack by 20%, movement speed by 10% for 10 seconds when using an elemental skill. You know? Huh. I gotta wonder if its stats are better than the catch. Because if it is, then this could be a good... This could be a good pull-on for Raiden Shogun, but don't quote me on that one. I don't know for certain. Pretty cool. Limited time buff receives a weapon enhancement XP bonus during the event. Let me get photos of these guys. I think that's good. You know what? I gotta get photos of these real quick. Grab this one, because the artwork's really nice. Let me see about the ones that look this. I'll get these banners too on that. What the heck? One of these, huh? What the heck is wrong with this one? Thumbs down? Ah, crap, doesn't work. Whoops. Let me see. Trying to switch the... Of course I gotta do it in here. Deactivate gadget. Well, thankfully it didn't fix itself until after the photo. So that's actually a really nice little photo there. Activate gadget. What do we got here? Dongo milk, dongo milk. Everyone's favorite dongo milk. Grab one before they're all gone. If only I could buy one, buddy. Let's see if I can get a... I like events like these. Like, they're very photogenic, too. Good memories. Grab this. I don't know what this one's gonna be about. You know what? I might just send Dyer a photo of you and Mia real quick. Let's see if I can change this panel. There we go. Let's photo up. Alright, Sayu, what you got?
Wow, look at this! You've made so much progress already!
All credit to Kishi Boshi. We just told him what we wanted, and he made the set in no time.
He helped with the gameplay too. All we had was a prototype, and now it's ready for playtesting already. His skills are amazing.
Kichi Boshi, amazing!
Very amazing.
So, how do we play? It doesn't seem super obvious.
The board is infused with yokai power. All you need to do is place your hand on it to enter the dreamscape. At least, I think that's how it works, right, Kichiboshi?
Or it's for very smart.
So, you could say that your game unifies human ingenuity with Bakedaniki magic to create a scene that is completely illusory. Very creative.
Yeah, as creative as you putting on those glasses and mustache.
White fur suddenly use many big words. You sure sound official all of a sudden, Paimon. Are you trying to act like a real judge?
Don't mind her.
This new style of game development deserves a name! How about Unreal? Oh, or Unity.
Could you tell us about your game? You betcha.
Hey? A little acknowledgement would be nice.
Where the heck did you even put it? God dang. Although Sayu is the better person to ask. Bunshin Phantasm is her brainchild, after all. Bunshin Phantasm?
Yeah, it's based on a dream I had. In the dream, I learned to make bunshin, and I made them do all my work for me.
Bunshin, okay.
With my clones around, there was no reason for that lady to come find me, so I could sleep as long as I wanted.
So, even when you're asleep, you dream of getting more sleep?
Sounds like someone I know.
It's just, I got so excited at the prospect that I actually woke myself up. If only I could make bunshin in real life.
I have a feeling your clones might not want to work any more than you do.
Well, then, even if some get caught, the others could take a nap in the meantime, right?
But if your clones do all the work, doesn't all that fatigue transfer back to you in the end?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, I don't know anymore.
All dreams are nonsensical and complicated in their own way, but that's what makes them interesting. Anyway, that's our game. The most wonderful Bunshin Phantasm, Mujina body doubles to the rescue.
What's a Mujina body double?
That's a long story. Wanna just give it a try?
Sure.
Awesome! All you have to do is put your hand on the board and close your eyes.
Okay. So Mujimiji Daruma is known to jump and bounce about. Thus seeming rather light, it can also trigger special pressure-based puzzle mechanisms. So, how heavy is it exactly? Guess it's time to find out. In Bunshin Phantasm challenges, you must reach the destination within 3 rounds. During each round, your actions will be recorded by the Muji Daruma, and when the next round begins, the Muji Daruma will imitate your movements from the round before. Use this feature to unlock various devices and solve various puzzles to open the way to the destination. Ooh. When you or the Muji Daruma imitating you continually stand on a pressure plate of a certain color, you will unlock a bridge of the corresponding color. When either of you leaves a pressure plate, the bridge will immediately disappear. On overview mode, you could shift your camera and adjust it to view the entire challenge area from above, which will help you better analyze your actions. After completing your actions for one round, you can also replay your previous actions by viewing the Muji Daruma's imitation of said actions. Okay. Nice stuff, please. Add around early, round 3. Okay, I get it. That's cool. Okay, that's not gonna work, period. And around early. Alright, hopefully this should do it. Nice. Floating flower keys are present during the challenges. When you or the Muji Muji Daruma approach them, they can be collected and used to open flower gates. Okay, what are we looking? Guessing there's one there. So I have to basically place one here and then hopefully... Okay, I think I got it. That's just what I need to do here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just want to make sure I have plenty of time. I know I'm pretty quick, but I'd rather not take any chances. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what are we looking like? Okay, so I have to get over here for something. So I have to stand on red for like 7... Probably need to have it stand on red for the entire duration. Or at least probably a duration of 7 seconds. Then go over here. Have the second one follow me, basically, all the way to... Huh. Interesting. Alright, guess I'm gonna have to play it out and see things turn out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I pray that is enough time because I just realized something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Actually, I think I messed up. Rewind around. Yes, please. Actually, no, wait. Exit. I need to restart the challenge because I realized where I messed up.
Have to win! Or we could take a more laid-back approach.
Sorry.
Oh, and learn.
Actually, no, I'm supposed to touch this thing, right? Wait, is there a quest? Oh, share my playtest experience. Okay. Exit. God damn. Selected the wrong one now. I am just scuffing it up. I know. Okay, so this one's unlike the other ones, but similar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should hopefully set the first one up properly. So now... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I did this correctly, it should hopefully work as intended. Oh, it's got it. Okay, I'll just leave it up to you then. Each of them are honestly interesting. One's essentially a puzzle, one's tennis. The other one, actually 2 of them are puzzles, but one's adventure. One is more problem solving. Then there's tennis. These 2 are very similar to each other, I'm not gonna lie. Almost like a line that's been blurred, essentially. So it's really hard to judge whether or not one or the other is better. Like, the tennis is awesome. That was really nostalgic for me. But let's be honest, I don't think I care much for tennis nowadays. So it's either between that one or this one. That one is more puzzle-like. That one's adventure-like. When I like puzzles, I tend to prioritize adventure. So I think I know which one won. And funny enough, it's actually the one that's in a way a competitor to Yai Publishing House. It's this one. Which one was called A Little Fox's Daydream. Also, god dang, this event is just giving me levels. 3 more stamps just during the event, 1 each. I might do those 3 off camera, honestly, and just put them on YouTube as a separate little video. I might even upload this VOD as a part of the other playlist for Genshin events. So yeah, this will certainly be interesting. I can try to separate it out, see if that'll work. Let's check out that weapon real quick. Where are you hiding? Refine auto add. Enhance it real quick. See what this thing looks like. And it takes a Notlon material. Fuck's sake. Not sure if it became more vibrant yet, but let's see. Oh, now, okay, there's a definite difference. That looks nicer. I'm gonna have to really figure out whether or not this thing can actually be used for Raiden instead. Okay. Half the cost too, which is really nice. Make a bunch of these masks while I'm in town. Also, where on the map am I? Alright, they got pictures of pretty much every character here. Alright, Miko, we got something for you. Awesome. Ooh. First, let's get Miko. And let's not do a straight on. Ah! Dang it. Character won't stop looking, okay. So I can work with this. Now let's see about getting an image of a picture of this. I have to get my Miko out of the frame. There we go. And one of the trophy. Keep Miko out of the frame, so I'm gonna have to do this. Center it. Perfect. Who knows? I might wind up using one of these pictures as a thumbnail for that little video I create of the remaining 3 things. Alright, here we go.
Well, did you get a good look at all the games?
Yes, I did. I think so.
Oh, and what are your thoughts? I'm all ears.
I bet you are. You share your playtest insights with Miko.
Fascinating. Which game are you looking forward to the most?
Okay, so it was between Sayu's and Mizuki's. In terms of excitement, actually, now that I think about it. I know I said Little Fox's dream, but I do want to consider some other things like frustration, competitiveness, and all that stuff. And honestly, Toma's would be a little too competitive. Sayu's would be probably a little frustrating. I can see how the Little Fox one could be a little frustrating too, but it's actually easy to figure out. It'll be Mizuki. You quickly cut yourself off upon sensing a sharp look from Mika. Oh. Stare.
What an interesting take on the theme. Tell me, did it come from Miss Soul of the Deep, or my dear old friend?
You're not going to charge them for using your likeness, are you?
Not a bad idea. But I'm more interested in seeing how this plays out, which means turning a blind eye. For now.
I don't like that wink. I really don't like that wink.
Well, we had to pick one, but honestly, all the ideas were pretty good.
It's still early days, so there's no rush to make a decision. Plenty of novels at Yai Publishing House have opened on a high note, only to lose the plot halfway through. You can pick your favorite game once everyone's done with their work.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already. The game booths were cool, but the food was even better. There were vendors selling dango milk, tricolor dango, rice cake soup, you name it.
Of course you care about the food the most.
Paimon saved a skewer just for you. Here, before it gets cold.
It's not something you just didn't finish, right?
No, of course not. If you don't want it, Paimon will eat it herself.
Do you enjoy the soft and chewy texture of the snack? With the excitement of the festival all around you, it almost tastes sweeter than usual.
Tastes great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow.
So that's why you saved one for me. You've run out of Mora to buy it yourself.
Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone doing out this late?
Storm clouds.
Huh. Their clothes look kind of weird. Oh, could they be one of those costumed actors Miko mentioned? Hey, hello there? Are you also here for the festival?
Paimon, watch out! You will be unable to use elemental skills or burst during combat, but you will obtain new abilities known as Parry and Veil Break. When using Parry, the traveler will raise their weapon in a defensive stance, greatly decreasing damage taken. Parry has a fixed cooldown. You will gain variety when you use normal attacks and charge attacks against your opponent, or when you successfully parry. Variety will also accumulate over time. When you max out on Verity, or Verity, I guess, you can actively use Veil Break to deal massive damage. Veil Break can store 2 usages. If you parry just as your opponent is striking, you can completely negate any damage that would be done to you and reset parry's cooldown. Completing such a perfect parry against your opponent's attacks will cause you to accumulate more Verity. When your opponent is about to use Oni Devourer, their weapon will shine brightly. Perfectly parry this technique to unleash a powerful counterattack and deal great damage to your
What was
opponent.
that for? They attacked us out of nowhere! Something's not right about this. Be careful, traveler!
Okay, good. Ow. Whoops. Didn't time that right. I can't see with all the foliage. Hello? You okay there, buddy? Keep missing. Okay, it's not stand there. That's a really bad spot. Really bad at parrying. Got that one this time. Is that it? So fast. When did this dagger get here? Hold on, I know this feeling. I felt it several times before. I'm in a dream.
Traveler? Hey, are you alright?
What just happened?
Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear, but then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something.
I'm fine now. Don't worry.
Whew. You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
I saw a dagger, but it was Tricolor Dongo the whole time. So, it was all just a nightmare? Luckily, I heard the sound of thunder in the dream. Otherwise, it probably would have taken me a lot longer to break out of the nightmare.
Also, what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it's not even raining.
Huh?
What's wrong?
So the thunder wasn't part of the dream? Who was that person?
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Hey, Komura! Time to go! The stalls are closed, so let's head home for the night. Hey, did you hear me? No more gaming tonight. We can come back tomorrow. Komura. Komura! Komura?
What's with the yelling? I can hear you just fine. Let's go.
Huh?
What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look?
Komura, weren't you over there just now?
Ah, dang. 7 to 9. Well, let's cut it.
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Yeah. Well, that was certainly a twist on things. A nightmare.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
No, never.
Huh. It always comes up in light novels. You really never seen it? It's like when your friend is replaced by a complete stranger. Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Reminds me of a changeling.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they're still asleep?
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again! Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what he does.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
I see. Did you find any other clues?
Sarah?
And Hazo. Ah, good morning, you two.
Hazo! What's going on here?
I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. I guess that makes us the hunted. So, the Tenryou Commission's on the case. Traveler, Paimon.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Concerning the Traveler's skills, the fault is not with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? It must be serious if Hazo's involved.
Well, about that. Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
If Sarah and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, traveler. Tell him the truth.
Shogun.
What? The Shogun is here?
No. I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of easy to recognize A and Shogun, to be honest, because they speak kind of differently. Tone-wise, like, you can hear it in their voice. The Shogun sounds a lot more official and a lot more by the book. While A here sounds a little bit more, how should I say, human. In other words, one sounds artificial, one sounds alive. Even though both are technically alive. I'm pretty sure that line will become blurred as the Shogun learns more and more. Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the Tenryou Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
No, please!
Stay away!
We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
But what if they attack again? A valid concern. Last night, we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
I apologize for our failings, Shogun. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means, if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. Plenty of people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryou Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Oh, good grief.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way. So I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow, scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
And before new Raiden Shogun outfit?
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Let me talk to this one. Me? I only came down for a little jaunt because they said humans and yokai were holding a festival together. But it seems there are fewer guests than I imagined. Ah, me? Oh dear. Okay.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Kiji Bushi. That's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all those ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through.
Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi, too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
Wait for yellow fur!
Whoa, you guys are here bright and early.
Yeah, well, the Traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Still, you don't need to make... You know what I mean? You don't need to make anything. So, what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
Oh, no, it's just... The Traveler really wanted to see you!
Seriously? Paimon? Oh, why?
Well, it's... your game! Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
What kind of an excuse is that? They're busy now.
White fur acting super strange.
Time to change the topic. Oh, I was just thinking about the Aranara. Oh, you know what? Me too. I thought about adding them to our game considering the dream theme and everything. In the end, the ideas just wouldn't come together.
Marinara? Yum!
Not marinara. No. No, it's not a food. The marinara are like small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute, and can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kijibushi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara.
Good banana?
What?
Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Sorry, that dream is a little hard to describe. Don't you think, Traveler? Sometimes when there are too many feelings in a dream, it's really hard to use as reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
I guess it was the kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Traveler and I can tell together. Sounds good. I am stuttering a fair bit now. What the heck? Oh, shoot. Where did the time go? We have so many levels to design today.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone.
Bye, Wafer. Bye, Yellowfur. Come back and play.
Nothing seemed off about them.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
And whose fault is that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next. Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Ah, looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Philosophy?
The heck?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shose were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Oh, I don't deserve that much praise. But when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Oh, boy.
Into you?
Ask away, judges. What do you think is the most interesting aspect of your game? Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer. You need to be more specific about your target audience.
Ah, you're absolutely right. Then allow me to revise my answer. Our target audience includes growing children ages 0 to 18.
Makes sense. Kids need a little exercise here and there.
Second would be active adults, ages 18 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults. Exercise is important for healthy aging, but something feels off about this.
Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be the 60 to 1,000 age range. Jesus.
Ah, okay. Wait. That includes everyone!
Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
But not for Ioroi.
Because he's trapped in a statue, I'm guessing. Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon. Unless you intend to change your tune.
Next question!
You continue asking questions, and Toma answers thoughtlessly. So, there you have it. I hope that answered your question, judges.
Whoa, not a single stumper.
Impressive. Never underestimate the housekeeper. Well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the evaluation process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this stage. Want to give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma!
Nothing off about them, I don't think.
Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Ryu Koban.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early!
You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Sounds like you already know why we're here. Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. As for what you wanted to know... Energy.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dry berry?
Oh, sorry.
So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yeah, all good. As for Gobo Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Gyobu Koban is a criminal?
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whispers under her breath. Ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Nope.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki!
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Did you finish up your work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the profit.
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that, you're the only one in Inazuma who would do that.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
So, what did you do last night?
Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Bobo Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
I think I misread that. Whoops.
Sweet dreams!
Mizuki goes to rest, a little unsteady on her feet. She looks exhausted.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten either.
You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
She looks uncomfortable. It's the Shogun. The Almighty Shogun is here in person.
So this was your plan, Miko?
Yeah,
Well,
she's uncomfortable.
Not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The Almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of oh, god dang, I didn't get to read it. And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be flawless, or faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. And she's using the Almighty Shogun as bait. Lady Guji is as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel is very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Traveler. We need everyone focused on her. I'll do my best. Alright. Under my command, the Tenryou Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. After that, we surveyed each stall, just like yesterday. A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenshukaku, and it won't be so out of the ordinary.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
The vendor is giving me a pleading look. Judging by his cooking skill, it would almost seem like his first day on the job. He's working.
Working? Ah. I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Well, of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dango milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Then I'm not going either.
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
Never gets old with Paimon having food on the brain.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Miko doesn't need to see me, does she? You needed to talk to me in private. Why?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Something off? No? Actually, yeah, she seems troubled.
Exactly. You noticed too.
Something did seem off with A today. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenshukaku? Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So, even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain.
Humans, yokai, and Archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
I understand.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You don't want people to be on edge because of you.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me.
What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone? Would you agree to go to the hot springs then?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
You'll go, won't you?
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight. As I said, let's wait until midnight. You can attend to other matters in the meantime.
Alright. Well, there's nothing else I can do, so let's wait until 21 to 24. By A to the Isa bathhouse.
Well, shall we head out?
Let's go.
All right. No reason to delay. Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Is it your first time here?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiragi Hiroshi.
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
What happened back then? Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now?
What makes you say that?
That is interesting. I didn't... You saw the animation, like, of her actually putting down the cup. I don't think they've ever actually done that before in Genshin. The look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumeku Ibaku could do nothing to wake them.
As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
A bit of a error there. You guys notice, like, this section right here was on the last section. Like, it wasn't actually there in text, but it was read off. So clearly not so much a grammatical error, but definitely a serious timing error, if I'm being honest. Also, I think a recording error too. If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... A must be so worried because that happened to someone back then.
Yes.
And what happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh.
Oh, it's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself?
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Hmm?
What was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out. Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to Uyu restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight. And it was me! In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Kappa! Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryo Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bake Danoki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there's a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Doppelgangers, nightmares, Inazuma City, Mount Yogo.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No, it was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. Ask the Yashio Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogo, and now a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. Doppelgangers and nightmares are actually... it's the same person. Enemy that has two different abilities. It could suddenly appear and disappear without a trace. It seems too random. Like a novel from Miyai Publishing House that tries to incorporate every element under the sun. A psychological phenomenon? The people who saw doppelgangers were mistaken, and the nightmares I saw weren't real. No. I can't just explain it away. It's a different person. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. That's right, the entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. The aim of creating doppelgangers is to occupy Inazuma. Taking control of Inazuma by replacing everyone with doppelgangers. I doubt even a folktale would come up with something so unrealistic. Escape capture. We thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more deserving of arrest than a random prankster. Cause panic. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. That's right. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenryou Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right, panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic. By leaving behind a stand-in. Fake.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that. Replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, this guy starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitotsume Kozo?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke?
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
Leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
So it's Tanuki all along. Little tricksters.
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
Like, why would there be a lamppost there? There. Let's see. Nope. That one's not even real. Why would there be one in the brush like this, dude? Or even on the side of a freaking shrine. Or on top of a shrine map, for that matter. Got it.
You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm a bonfire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid!
Seriously, are they just hiding up in a fucking... Are they just hiding up here? Okay, I can use elemental skills to break their thing. If I get close enough. Just gotta wait for a moment. I know I probably should have just queued the Traveler alone, to be honest, in this, but you know what? Figured it's a little bit more interesting to do it this way. Jeez Louise, how many freaking torches are you guys gonna hide as? guys stand out like a sore thumb to be honest in this place. Especially when it relies upon lanterns.
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Kichiro, protect us!
That is so obvious.
Tsukumo!
That's gonna break every single one. This. Yeah, I see you.
Oh.
You aren't fooling anybody.
We're almost rid of them.
Wait for it. That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you.
Ah! Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans! Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think there's some misunderstandings. Kichiboshi and the others weren't forced into anything.
Stay back!
What's going on with these three? Those rings above their heads.
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution.
Truly?
If the nightmares come from the abyss, there's something I can try.
What are you doing? No, don't!
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember. Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. by order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And...
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die!
No! How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What? What is that?
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak!
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
These memories, they belong to the Bake Danuki?
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai!
The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding? You described their memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Heizo, if his skills only worked in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Heizo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun.
Yoroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
I've never seen a Ioroi so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a Naku weed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Yoroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Yoroi! Yoroi is alive?
Yoroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuto Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, yeah, yeah,
Oh, and by Ting Tune, yeah, you mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Kinkaku, Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bakedaniki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi.
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tigerbite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
An armor doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash Musho Ishin against her again, would A really be okay? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumeku Ibaku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
Maybe they're hiding us trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Tanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chio is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh,
Not gonna say anything?
She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
We need a source of joy. Then the obvious target would be...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
I think Mizuki just created a raid message for us. Miko was my nightmare all along. Oh, glory.
Well, Ioroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Yoroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
Ioroi, she's already...
Not so fast. I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you were about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Is she talking about A's other friend?
Great yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does great yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Kingaku is sad for you.
This is certainly getting interesting, that's for sure. These quests are lengthy, like, holy shit. A lot of story packed into them. So A.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Okay. Get some rest, A.
One more thing. Thank you.
Ah, dang. Okay, so this one's locked right now. Well, I gotta say, this story has been very interesting. Very fun, too. And the festival so far? Honestly, a delight. Really awesome, too. And to see all the characters and interact with them. Also, that's sparkling. Got the new book. Sneaky little books hiding around. Glimpses of Mysterious Inazuma 2. Is there any more? That's all. Things have really quieted down, huh? Is there more of the book? Or like another volume, I should say. Doesn't look like I don't see any glints anywhere. Well, it's definitely a fun event, guys. Let's create that raid message now. Do this. Let's see. Alright, there's your raid message, and now let's see who we're going to be raiding tonight. I'll be. Okay, well that helps. We're gonna be raiding into a friend of ours. Avi Tuber. Thanks so much, guys, for coming out to watch the stream tonight. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, whoever else was lurking in the background. Do appreciate it. For those of you that were lurking in the background that have not yet followed, hit the notification bell, or even subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do consider doing so. Your support will always be appreciated here. And yes, do check out my socials down below. I upload these VODs on YouTube one day after the stream. So if you missed them here on Twitch in 1 week, they'll always be on YouTube for you guys to watch. Also, the schedule is always updated weekly, so check that out down below as well. And I hope you guys have a good night or day wherever the hell you are in the world. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.